Good day and welcome to the Doctrine of Christ. My name is Pastor T.L. Emmanuel, and we're still talking about the coming collapse, the coming storm, as the Lord has warned us. And we're still sharing visions and dreams to that effect. And the Lord has spoken about various things that are coming. But today I want to focus on the actual collapse itself and then talk about the financial element of it, because I believe that's really the thing that's going to stand out in this coming season. We're talking about what the Lord said about the month of June being the cutoff, and I believe that we're now headed into that. We are headed towards that. So after the month of June, we're going to begin to see all these things now begin to manifest. On the 26th of April 2021, I received a word and a vision, and I shared this again on my Facebook page, and I believe the two to be linked. As I was praying about timelines regarding how far we are from the coming collapse, I saw very dark storm clouds gather and cover the sky. The sky was red and the clouds moved very quickly, and the darkness was gross. It looked like a very bad storm was coming, but very quickly. I was unsettled by what I saw, since the scene was threatening and beyond my control. Earlier on in another video, we spoke about the man that I saw, the figure that I saw wearing a wristwatch and then tapping it with his index finger. And I believe this is part of it. I believe that these storm clouds are now gathering. This is the month of June. And I believe now what's coming after June is now something happening to this effect. While still praying, I heard the following: stock market crash. Stock market crash. There is a stock market crash coming. We're going to see that happen next. That is coming. The Lord has spoken about this, and I believe this is next. We're going to see that. I don't know if it's going to be next month or the month after that, but this is definitely coming. We're most likely to see that this year. On the 10th of May 2021, I saw the following, which is linked now to finances. I saw a large crane with a massive wrecking ball attached to it. The crane was among very tall, modern-looking buildings. It looked like it was in the middle of a sprawling city center, but I couldn't tell which one. The city looked nondescript. The crane towered above all the buildings in this city, even though all the buildings were skyscrapers. The crane started to swing the wrecking ball from left to right and demolished every building in its path. The wrecking ball kept swinging and swinging until all the buildings that direction or in that direction were demolished. The crane then swiveled and turned and started to swing from front to back and started to demolish all the buildings in that direction as well. It continued to swing back and forth until there was nothing left. The crane then started to swing the wrecking ball the way a hammer throw athlete would swing a hammer. So it was doing this motion with it. The chain that attached the wrecking ball to the crane seemed to lengthen for it to reach buildings it couldn't reach before. The crane swung the wrecking ball in a 360-degree motion, thus making a series of revolutions and demolishing every building in sight. While demolishing all these buildings, I heard the following: global financial centers. This is the collapse. This is the collapse that's coming. There'll be a stock market crash, but also global financial centers are going down. They'll be demolished. That's next. This is now what's coming after June. We saw the hand show us that this is coming, and it was ominous. With the whole world under lockdown, the global economy will most certainly collapse. The world will be given the option to choose between saving the economy or saving human life. Those who are blinded by the globalist agenda and their media surrogates will see the lockdown, dictatorship, and vaccine as the logical scientific thing. This will result in global food supply chains collapsing. Supermarket shelves will become empty. There'll be food and water shortages. There'll be hunger, suicide, uprisings everywhere. But the armies of the world will step in to quell the fire. To manage the crisis, the International Monetary Fund will most likely step in with bailouts, as they did recently. Food and water rations from world governments will be the order of the day, as I saw and explained previously. The dream that I had, me going outside and seeing those planes flying above me and them releasing food rations, I believe this is part of it. Capitalism as we know it will collapse and will enter an era of global socialism and communism. I believe this is coming. Global currencies will be devalued and some will collapse. The Lord spoke to me recently when I saw the US dollar go down a bottomless pit. It looked like a flag. On a flagpole, there was a hole beneath it, and I saw the American dollar just slip and go down the hole. Kept on going down. And he said to me, the Federal Reserve are in on it. The Federal Reserve are in on it. This is deliberate. The globalists are going to devalue the US dollar and possibly destroy it. There's been talk of a global digital currency that they want to introduce. I haven't heard the Lord on this, but I do know that the US dollar as a reserve currency is likely to go. Most businesses will collapse, more than what we've just seen in this season. With everyone home, most industries will disappear completely because those who can work will work from home. Everything will be done online, as we've just experienced and are currently experiencing. What we've just seen now was just a trial run. The real thing will kick in, I believe, after June. Next, we'll talk about other elements of the collapse. Thank you so much, and God bless you.